scared, but I won't show my fears. I keep my head high, deep in my heart. I'll never have any doubt. The Palestine tomorrow will be free. Palestine tomorrow will be free. I saw those rockets and bombs shining in the sky, like drops of rain in the sun's light, taking away everyone dear to my heart, destroying my dreams in a blink of an eye. What happened to our human rights? What happened to the sanctity of life and all those other lives? I know that I'm only a child, but is your conscience still alive? Oh, yeah. I will caress with my bare hands every precious grain of sand, every stone and every tree. 'Cause no matter what they do, they can never hurt you. 'Cause your soul will always be free.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. As you know, the theme of this event today is to reflect on the situation that is in Gaza as we know it, which is very dire indeed. The only thing we can really do is to obviously donate and support the brothers and sisters who are in Palestine, who are suffering. We've seen intense suffering over there. Everybody knows that we've been watching TV and we've been following what's been going on. So this first Iqra event since 2018, believe it or not, is here to represent that cause. Now we have three speakers. Dr. Kadir is going to start off by just telling us something about Iqra Education Trust, that we still exist, we're still here. Obviously since COVID, things have slowed down quite a lot, but we're now going to start picking up things again. We then follow with Umber, who's going to talk about Palestine, the situation in Gaza, and then followed by Sidra and Naeem, who's going to follow by her presentation. Now, we're going to start off with a short recitation of the Quran by my lovely nephew, Ibrahim. Give him a round of applause, please. He's very nervous.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب أرني كيف تحيي الموتى قال أولم تؤمن
That just cost me a PlayStation, by the way. Alright, so can I introduce you to Dr. Qadir? Where are you? There you are. So Dr. Qadir is going to give you an introduction to Iqra Education Trust and where we are right now. By the way, Reba sister has done some paintings, so if you want to donate towards those, everything, by the way, today is going towards Palestine, obviously 100%. We've also got some bracelets there, which we purchased from a disabled person in Morocco. So I'd love you to donate towards that as well, if you don't mind. Thank you.
As all of you know, this function today is dedicated for Palestine, especially for Gaza. But before we proceed, I just want to give you an overview of Iqra. As Brother Naeem told us before, after 2018, we are taking this function again. So there was a big time of because of COVID mainly, and we were doing activities, but we could not arrange any function here. So, what is Iqra? Iqra is a registered charity. Iqra is existing for 29 years. What Iqra is doing, we have some specific areas where we concentrate, and we are concentrating mainly for the disabilities, for disabled children, for blind children, for children with mental retardation, and also for orphans. We are doing different projects. If you look at this picture, so this is a picture of a disabled person, but if you look at the disability in countries like in Pakistan, so the situation is not very good, I'm afraid. Disabled children, they are actually, they do not have any facilities, there are no social services, there's no health there, and even they are actually could not find any equipment. So what happened? Disabled children, especially if you look at this picture, if you look at this picture, so these are two disabled children. These are, one is blind and one is with physical disability. What's happening? These children, innocent children, what they are doing actually, they are begging in the streets. There's no help, there's no social services there, there are no financial resources, and the government has least support to provide with this type of disabled and the blind and disabled children. Go next slide. So what we are doing actually, so this is what we are providing, different things for disabled children. So this is the first area we are covering is for physical disability. Like if you look at the physical disability, so this equipment is all provided by Iqra. So this is a picture of one of the institutions we are supporting for disabled children. So if you look at the children, so they got table frames, they got crutches, all supplied by Iqra. And so another area we are actually concentrating mostly is for providing wheelchair. Wheelchair is a very expensive item back home in Pakistan. A standard wheelchair costs around 175 pounds. But I have seen myself actually. I went to a few places, I've seen the parents, they're carrying their children on their shoulders because they could not afford to buy a wheelchair. So this is the situation. What we are doing now, we are providing wheelchair to these disabled children. So if you look at this next picture, so these wheelchairs are all provided by Iqra, one of the institutions for disabled children. Next. Another area we are considering helping blind children. What we mean actually, there are institutions for blind children in Pakistan. Like there are some government institutions, some of the private institutions. So the nearest place we can find bread paper is from Malaysia. So what we are doing actually, we are buying bread paper from Malaysia and providing to the institutions for the branching. So with great efforts, and especially I think we would give applause for Pakistan, and we were successful in developing a prayer Quran, and we actually distributed to all the institutions for the branches. So next area we are covering is helping deafness and deaf children. We developed sign language charts and distributed to the institutions for deaf children. This is another picture of the sign language chart. As we developed a brain Quran, similarly for deaf children, we also developed sign language Quran and also the sign language paper for the kalima and the sexual things. Yeah? We are helping orphans. Orphans, who is an orphan? By definition, orphan is, I think, the most vulnerable person in the world. Because, if I have children, if any problem happens to my children, who is helping? I am helping, my parents are helping. And consider we haven't got any parents, So in Quran, if you see, there's so many places, it is stressed orphans, yatim. And the same way in Masakin. So that's why we are helping orphans. How we are helping orphans? This is the place. This is the place called, it's an orphanage in the middle of Lahore city. This is called Darul Shafqat. So this is the orphanage for young girls. And also, it's like a woman refuge. It is a place we are supporting. We are supporting them in different sort of way. We are providing with the food, we are providing with the clothes, we are providing with the other equipment there. So these orphan girls, they go from different phases. First, they are given essential education, and we give support to them. We providing them situationally to get education, and then the next level what they do, these girls are actually going for the next is marriage. So the place there they do marriages. We provide them all the clothes, provide them the food and different things. Now, another area we're working is called Iqra ration bag. What is the ration bag? So this is the food items. We got a bag, especially in Ramadan time, we provide to widows, we provide to the needy, frail and old people. We collect clothes, we collect stationery and different things, and we ship back home. And then these are provided to the institution for the next one. This is the picture of Iqra. Gift bag, which is mainly this bag we made for orphanages and also for the blind children. What we are doing is we have water bounds and also water coolers. This is a picture of the water cooler, which are provided to different schools and different institutions around the world. Basically, water supply, and we are also having hand-pumps facilities in different areas. Okay. So this was another project. Basically, we were effectively involved in tree plantation in areas in Pakistan. So we go hand in hand together. So let's move on and to the next presentation for the Rasa. Thank you.
Right, I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Umber. She's going to do the speech, which is about humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Assalamu alaikum. We thank you all for joining us this evening to fundraise and to raise awareness for the ongoing genocide in Gaza. Be the Ummah you wanted us to be. Be the strength of the oppressed, no matter the distance or the that tomorrow all of the oppressed in the world can stand. Stand up today so that tomorrow we may stand in front of Allah and be able to say, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, we stood with the oppressed, we did what we could, and we did it for your pleasure, Ya Allah. The world is changing, my brothers and sisters. The world will never be the same again. We will never forget what we have witnessed. We will never forget the masks that we see slipping day by day of the leaders and the realities that we have been shown. We will never forget that ultimately this world is just a test. And all that matters, all that will be left is the good that we did. May Allah make us from those who did good and forbade evil. And may we all be reunited in Jannah with the martyrs of Palestine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce you to Sidra Naeem. Anybody who doesn't know her, I'm sure you do, right? She's certainly the representative for the Muslim community to the royal family, right? So she knows the Queen, she used to know the Queen, she knows the King, right? And she's a very prominent person in our society. So I'd like to introduce you to Sidra Naeem. She's just going to do a quick presentation, the final part. All right, thank you.
Jazakallah khair everybody for inviting me here today. It's a privilege to be here. This is actually history for me because how I met Uncle Gari Elise, I was only about 7 years old. He came to my dad's house. My dad was from Lahore, he was from Lahore. He was a maths teacher and he actually gave us some maths books actually. And did you know that I learned my times tables from those maths books? And I've still got them here, so really amazing that I'm here 30, 40 years later now speaking for his function. We are still in touch. He actually supports my charity Feed the Needy. And he has a direct debit that comes out every month. So there are 3 members here actually from Feed the Needy today. So we are here to support him as well. Okay? Right. Okay, so my talk today is on what does Islam preach about practicing peace, patience and perseverance during the Palestinian pogroms. There's a lot of problems at the moment, but what does Islam say what we should do? Should we have sabr? Should we have patience? How can we have patience? What examples can we use from the Quran to tell us what we need to do? Okay, so let's have a look. This is the very first ayah. Okay, and surely we shall try you with something of fear and hunger and loss of wealth and lives and crops. But give glad tidings to the patient who says, when afflicted with calamity, to Allah we belong and to Him is our return. What's the famous Arabic there that goes with those words? To Allah we belong and to Him is our return. Put your hands up. Yes? Good, well done. Okay, and they are those on whom descend blessings from Allah and mercy, and they are the ones that receive guidance.
ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
Okay, the shortest distance between your problem and a solution is the distance between your knees and the floor. So basically, yes, we do need to pray because the only one who can put a stop to this in the end is Allah. Do dua to Allah to help you, give you strength and sabr to get through this difficult time. Dua is the most powerful weapon against troubles, the most effective medicine against illness, and the most valuable gift that you can give to somebody. So our gift really to the Palestinian people is to pray for them. Even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was distressed, he used to pray to Allah. He never ever complained. And right down to his, when his son passed away, he actually cried.
ويخرون للأذقان يبكون ويزيدهم خشوعا.
Okay, who can tell me which surah in the Quran was revealed when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was really, really depressed and sad? He had not received revelations for a long time, and then Allah sent a surah to make him feel better, which we can use to make ourselves feel better. Does anybody know the name of that surah? Yes? Good, well done. Surah Duha. Here is Surah Duha. We're going to play it now, and you can watch it.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
So if you look at the words of that surah, each and every word is relevant to today. It talks about the orphans, it talks about all the other things that are going on, and it tells you that Allah is there, and from darkness comes light as well. Okay? Have we forgotten destiny? If you look at near the day of judgment, it actually tells you that Jerusalem, there will be a conquest in Jerusalem. How do you think that dark comes? So sometimes when there was no hope of that battle being won, Allah sent thousands of angels from up above. Let's have a look quickly. Indeed, Allah made you victorious at Badr when you were vastly outnumbered. So be mindful of Allah, perhaps you will be grateful. Remember, O Prophet, when he said to the believers, is it not enough that your Lord will send down a reinforcement of 3,000 angels for your aid? Most recently, few believers are firm and mindful of Allah, and the enemy launches a sudden attack on you. Allah will reinforce you with 500 angels designated for battle. That is relevant to nowadays. Allah ordained this reinforcement only as good news for you and reassurance for your hearts, and victory comes only from Allah the Almighty, always. Okay? And don't forget that the people who did die as martyrs, they go straight to Jannah. This is in our religion. So why are we grieving all the people that are dying? If you die for your religion, you go straight to Jannah.
ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون.
Never think of those who have been killed in the cause of Allah as dead. Rather, they are alive with their Lord receiving provision. Now this one, I think, is amazing. This ayah in the Quran says that from nowhere miracles can happen. And whosoever fears Allah and keeps his duty to him, he will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty. And he will provide for him from sources he never could imagine. And whosoever puts his trust in Allah, then he will suffice him. Verily, Allah will accomplish his purpose. Indeed, Allah has set a measure for all things. That is actually so relevant to nowadays. From out of nowhere, Allah can then cause miracles.
فإذا بلغن أجلهن فأمسكوهن بمعروف أو فارقوهن بمعروف وأشهدوا ذوي عدل منكم وأقيموا الشهادة لله ذلكم يوعظ به من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه إن الله بالغ أمره قد جعل الله لكل شيء قدرا.
Allah will bend you, but he won't break you. Okay? So the next bit is about this one. Narrated by Abu Hurairah, Allah's Messenger said, the example of a believer is that of a fresh tender plant. From whatever direction the wind comes, it bends it. But when the wind becomes quiet, it becomes straight again. Similarly, a believer is afflicted with calamities, but he remains patient until Allah removes his difficulties. And an impious, wicked person is like a pine tree which keeps hard and straight until Allah breaks it down when he wishes. We're referring to leaders here. Okay? This is actually a very, very good ayah. Allah does not burden any living being with more than he is well able to bear. Okay? This is actually a question now. In Surah Al-Inshirah, which line is repeated twice to give comfort to those facing hardships? Anybody? Okay, I'll repeat this. In Surah Al-Inshirah, which line is repeated twice to give comfort to those facing hardships? This was actually rife in the COVID, this ayah was. After hardship comes ease.
إن مع العسر يسرا.
With hardship comes ease. Right. Now, what was the very last chapter of the Quran that was revealed, the full chapter? You can tell me in
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح
When the victory of Allah has come and the conquest,
ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا
and you see the people entering into the religion of Allah in multitudes,
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
then exalt him with praise of your Lord and ask forgiveness of him. Indeed, he is ever accepting of repentance.
Okay, so unless everybody actually should know that of our heart is actually the Quran victory. And that was the last full chapter revealed. Why? To tell Muslims you are going to be the victorious religion. Okay? Just finishing off now, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars, so do not lose hope. Okay? And the last slide is tips for Muslims to overcome hardships. Hardships are a test. Do people think they will be left alone and then they will not be tried? They come from Him, from Allah. No disaster strikes except by permission of Allah and whoever believes in Allah. Turn to Him, the center of everything, whether ease or hardship is Allah. Therefore turn towards Him. Remain hopeful. Prophet Muhammad said, evil omen is false, our lives fall far, good omen. Examine your ways. Whatever misfortune befalls you is a consequence of your own deeds, sometimes. Pray. Muslims should continue prayers as they will eventually provide relief from the troubles. Okay? Thank you very much.
Right, I'd like to introduce you. This is the final part, I promise you. I know everybody's restless. I'd like to introduce you to Malik Javed from Muslim Aid, who's going to be doing fundraising. So thank you for being patient. Thank you.
Palestine, tomorrow will be free. Palestine, tomorrow will be free.
One need you need for Jannah.
Yeah, I will caress with my bare hands every precious grain of sand, every stone and every tree.
They will starve before we go hungry.
I've been to the Holy Land, a place cherished by the children of Abraham. But this bloodshed and carnage don't understand. Some reach ahead, find a star in the night sky. Freedom will come, Palestine, we hear it worldwide.
I see you creeping over the border, so eager to take a life. Guns are blazing, you bring the horror. Tell me how you sleep at night. Children screaming, no tomorrow. That's how they live their lives. Hope still burning, freedom will come. Everything's gonna be alright. No matter how just rising up. Freedom will come, Palestine. As a father buries his child, you say she deserved to die, but ain't nobody buying your lies. How can you say it's right? Demolition of homes and minds. In the eyes of a world gone blind, the revolution ain't televised. In the streets with the blood and the dust, you will hear their cry. No matter how you try, you'll never kill the whole burning bright deep inside.